Hello, this is Jeffrey Hill from SatelliteToday.com, and I'm here with Chris Stott and Adrian Moore. Chris Stott, CEO of Mansat, and Adrian, the new Director of Space Commerce. And well, first of all, welcome to the show, guys. And if you could just talk about, give me the overhead view of the last year and how things have progressed for Mansat, and we'll start there.
Well, thanks. And thanks, Jeff, for having us today. I do appreciate it. And yeah, the last year's been very busy. Very happy, actually, in February of this year, Futron published a new study on the Isle of Man, which we commissioned, comparing the Isle of Man to various other jurisdictions around the world in the space industry, but taking a warts and all look at what it is that we've tried to build on the island and why, hopefully, we're having some success there, and what other things that we have to do to improve as well on the island. So that's been a sort of a major work in action for us, and we've seen the Space Data Association come on well, which is fantastic, a great organization, very worthwhile work there. And also we're seeing, an ever slowly but increasing flow of companies coming to the Isle of Man using our unique regulatory and financial advantages to set up companies and subsidiaries to pursue everything from orbital filings all the way through to satellite leasing and management and launch vehicle procurement with insurance. We're hoping we can do more, and we're always happy to do so.
So when you say you're hoping to do more, and I heard that the island has developed a manufacturing that made developments in space industry manufacturing. If you would like to talk about that?
No, absolutely, yeah. And actually, with that, I'll turn you over to Adrian Moore, our new Director of Space Commerce on the island, who has a strong manufacturing background. And some remarkable things.
Yeah, well, it's not a new thing. We've got a heritage, about 60 years heritage in aerospace manufacturing, design and manufactured solutions. So we're working with a lot of the biggest aerospace companies in the world, designing and manufacturing components and assemblies for the main aerospace manufacturers. And what we also have companies that are already involved in the space manufacturing industry as well. And what we're looking to do is maybe put more of the space into our aerospace heritage. So we've got a big cluster already working together to supply the European and the American industries, and now we're trying to build our reputation in aerospace in the space field.
So Adrian, if you could talk about what the plan is over the next 12 months and what you see in the next year.
Yeah, sure. Our aerospace industry is growing very quickly. We support them on the island with very generous. There's grant assistance, and we have free access to the European markets from the island. However, we're not in Europe, so that gives us certain benefits in being able to trade with across Europe for high technology type equipment. Just growth, really. We can see a lot of growth coming. We've got lots of potential in the island. I think we're a genuine alternative in some cases, particularly for the US market, looking to work in Europe or work with the UK. The Isle of Man has got something special to offer.
And Chris, what about you? What do you see over the next year for the company, and anything you'd like to add? Or?
No, well, we're very, very excited. This summer, Viasat 1 will be launching into an Isle of Man orbital slot, which is great. It'll be the first major satellite system actually to bring into use an Isle of Man orbital slot. And we wish Viasat and Telesat all the best, because they're great people, fantastic product. And even though our US offices are in North America, so I'm looking forward to actually having the service ourselves. Fantastic broadband alternative. And so that's the sort of big focus for us, which is fantastic. And the ongoing work, really supporting the Space Data Association. We have the Institute of Space Commerce on the island as well, of course. And they've recently published their first book on space commerce, which is, knock on wood, so far has done very well. And so the ISU are happy, and they're looking to publish a second work as well on international cooperation. And they're currently looking for authors and interested parties to come and write for that. So we're trying hard. We're trying with the educational front. We're trying on the business front. In January this year, the Isle of Man signed a tax agreement with the Canadian government. We recently signed one with the Polish government. I think 23 or 24 tax agreements now around the world on the OECD whitelists. Space is an open door on the Isle of Man, and if you have a need, please come and talk to us, because there could be a unique way we can work with you on the manufacturing side, on customs and excise, with products in and out of Europe, all the way through to what's happening in satellite asset, launch, procurement, insurance, leasing, and the sort of financial expertise, which is what Futron highlighted in their study.
Well, and for more information on Mansat and what's going on in the Isle of Man, you can visit spaceisle.com. Correct?
Absolutely, Space Isle.
Spaceisle.com. And thank you guys very much for joining us and for coming out to the show. And it's always great to talk to you
Well,
year after
thank you.
year. And thank you for watching SatelliteToday.tv. And stay tuned for more videos and more news from the show. Thank you.